Hey everybody, Tim here with today's review of Doctor Who, story number 37, The Tomb of the Cybermen. So this is the start of season 5, 4 episodes all intact, and if I remember correctly, this is the first story of the second Doctor that's entirely intact, which is kind of cool. So overall, this is an okay story. It's not the greatest. It definitely throws in some like continuity errors that kind of get fixed over time. For those of you who don't watch a lot of classic Doctor Who stories, like continuity is not a thing. Like it'll get worse before it gets better, to be honest with you. So for this one, for example, the Doctor talks about how he is 450 years old. And that's fine. I mean, we hear about it from other Doctors about how long they live. And I think at the current one, he's over 1,000. And it's whatever. It is what it is. That being said, like, this was supposed to kind of hint how, like, William Hartnell was not actually the first Doctor. And there's actually an episode, I think it's the 4th Doctor, where it shows that William Hartnell was not the first. And then once they bring in the, like, oh, you can only regenerate X amount of times, that's when they kind of retconned it. So like I said, continuity is not a big thing here. So Victoria, Jamie, and the Doctor arrive on this planet, and there's a bunch of archaeologists. And this first episode was great. It was really well done. And they talk about how they're here to find the home of the Cybermen. But this planet's not Mondas, which was supposed to be the home of the Cybermen from the 10th planet. This is a different planet. It started with a T. And so, like, already, like, which planet is their home world? Did they start at this one and then go to Mondas? Because they also talk about how the Cybermen died out, like, 5 centuries ago. Or did Mondas come first and then they went to this planet? Like, it's a little weird how, like I said, not a lot of continuity going on. One of my favorite scenes in all of Doctor Who is, it was actually scripted, supposedly, by the Doctor and Jamie. The two actors had come up with the plan, because for these early Doctor Who episodes, you can't do a lot of retakes. And there's a great shot where they both go to grab Victoria's hands, and she's like, takes a step back, and so the Doctor and Jamie grab each other's hands, and then they realize it, and they like drop their hands. It's great. It's a really great scene. Followed almost instantly by like, your dress is a bit short, but don't worry, just look at Jamie's. And Jamie looks down at his kilt, and he's like, wait a minute. Like, that banter is why the Doctor and Jamie are my favorite Doctor and companion relationship. Like, those two are the best. And it was just really enjoyable. I still, to this day, hope that Jamie can kind of make an appearance at some point. Like, have whatever current Doctor, like, go visit the Highlanders. It would make sense. Doesn't even have to introduce himself. Just be like, hi, I'm Jamie. And just keep going. Like, not necessarily what Jamie. It'd be fine. I also love the scene where like the Doctor's like, hey, this is going to be dangerous. Whoever wants to leave can leave. Not you, Jamie. Like, stuff like that. It's just great. From here to about the end is where it slowly starts spiraling out of control, where you realize that some of this archaeologist crew are actually here to like wake up the Cybermen. And that's actually a really nice scene where it's like this huge honeycomb type thing, and you actually watch all of the Cybermen like kind of break out of it. It's really well done set. Like, it actually looked really good. And then they play it in reverse and they all crawl back inside. It's terrible. We see the Cybermat for the first time, the little bug looking thing, and then the Cyber Leader as well, who's basically just taller and has a cone head. He actually kind of reminds me of Lucifer from Battlestar Galactica, is what he looked like to me, but that would have been way after this one. So I guess that's where they got the idea. Overall, as we slowly watch people like, oh, this person's evil, this person's not, them like putting the hose on the ground to electrocute the Cybermats, like, that's where it slowly starts spiraling out of control for me, and I just kind of started losing interest. But of course, by the time we get to the end, like, Jamie, Victoria, and the Doctor are just fine and escape into the TARDIS for the next adventure. Everybody else, not so much. So, I don't know. It's a good story. It started out really strong, but the end was a little bit weak for me. For those who have seen it, what did you guys think? Go ahead, let me know, and I will see you guys next time for The Abominable Snowmen.